All right. So I'm trying something new. I'm going live on two platforms to get these messages out there. And so I also don't get exhausted. If you don't know who I am, my name is Miladies. I am your spirit shifter here, guiding you on your journey towards self-awareness. That includes all areas of your life. And today, specifically today, we are talking about the new moon in Scorpio. Hello to everyone. I have a lot to share, which is one of the reasons why I asked those of you who are on Instagram to come on YouTube, which is where I am long winded and I share a bunch of goodies. Instagram sometimes don't let you be great, it be the Debbie Downer. So, but for the most part, not the people, the system. So, with that being said, we're going to be discussing a little bit about this new moon, how it's coming up for us, what does it mean, and of course, when it comes to your personal chart, what area are you tapping into? Where is it at in your natal chart? All right, so let me drink my little bit of coffee. This new moon, which when we discuss what is the new moon, is an energy that expands for the next 6 months. So that means that a lot of what you're thinking about today, what you putting all of your intentions into, is going to be expanding for you for the next 6 months. Hello. And so, what area is this? This is your emotional area, right? So, because the houses go from 1 through 12, is the emotional area in that specific type of house. So, allow yourself to sit back and figure out, where have you felt stagnant. We just finished coming from all these eclipses. This is the first new moon since these eclipses. This is a clean slate, but it's also a reckless one. It's also one that is turbulent, is causing us to be impulsive because of all of this new energy that's coming in and all of the things that we have put boundaries on. We a bit hype. We like, yeah, we did that. Cool. Calm down. There's a situation going on with Uranus in Taurus that's bringing us into a space of, yes, you did it, but it's not going to look how you think it's going to look. So you will be seeing that within the next 6 months. So have your plan A through Z, and even then, leave room for surprises because that's what Uranus does. It's a sense of liberation. So, for example, if this energy is happening in your 11th house, is causing you to change the whole dynamic of what your friendship group looks like, how you're interacting in your community. And you might say, I'm ready to interact with the health community. And you jump into the health community, but then you realize that it wasn't really the health community, it was the health community that guided you to the meditation community. Let that sink in. So, with that being said, also reminding yourself that it's the moon that has this watery emotional aspects, and these watery emotional aspects puts us in a space of letting anger, letting grief, letting a lot of things block our blessings. So pay attention to what it is that you're actually thinking about. What are you manifesting today? What are you writing down? This does talk a lot about, I have my notes, so don't think that I'm just like, because it's enough. It's enough for us to really dig in to what we truly want. So, yes, you've been asking yourself for a new partner. Prime example, because Scorpio does that love energy. And you're in a space of getting a divorce. The divorce might happen, quicker than you think, or it might take longer. It all depends on where your energy is at and how much intentions you're applying to what you truly desire. I share with you guys that I'm grieving, but I'm not gonna let the grieving state prevent me from exploring what's out there. We're gonna grieve with class. All right? We're gonna be at times in that low vibrational energy to embrace our shadows, but we're gonna look cute doing it. Have a little fun while we cry. So when I share that, it is going to be intense. The moon does not do well in Scorpio. Scorpio is intense. It brings out things. It purge. If you guys been doing the 14-day dump that shit where we purging, it gets intense. So this does talk about being vulnerable, allowing yourself to be open to people who have the ability to nurture you. And if you see that people are not holding space for you, that is also the sign. So this, and this was Sensei Wateki, he says this. This is one of my astrologers. This is the first of the 5 new moons that's coming up at the 20th degree. So without getting too deep with the 20th degree, there's going to be 5 new moons that's going to be supporting us. So the cycle continues. So while you're holding yourself in the space of saying, this is what I desire, the full moons are coming in and they're decluttering and saying to yourself, I'm going to take action into this. So yes, there's a little bit of work, but you're going to get what you want if you put your mind to it. Hello. All right. So here is the goal is to allow yourself to surrender and look at the shift where it's placing you in the space you desire. So yes, it might be in another country, right? Somebody sent me something this morning where Africa is allowing Black Americans to go to Africa without any citizenship. There's 5 countries. You know, some of us may not want to be where we're at this current time, and it might look reckless. It might look like it's undoable, but it is. You could do this. This also talks about our body images. This talks about the way we're eating, how we're speaking to ourselves. Okay, so really allow yourself to embrace the next steps, even if you don't know what that is. Scorpio is mysterious. And in addition to that, it goes into the intricate part of yourself, the crevices, what you left behind. All right. Now, Pluto is at its ending in Capricorn. So things are, especially when it comes to career. Well, we're not talking about that here. Collapsing, right? Things are dropping down. The way you look at your money is also going to be shifting. So you create those of us who are very creative, which by the way, Neptune is also having a little huggy hug with the moon today, which is a trine, and it's creating a nice aspect where it's allowing us to be inspired by our creativity. So how are you allowing yourself to dream big? I did something the other day. Y'all go on TikTok and see that, because I don't got time to be pulling out stuff. On TikTok, I posted up a drawing that I did. Embrace that energy. Yeah, I've never seen me out here drawing, but your girl did a Merkaba. What? A Merkaba, whichever way you want to say it. All right. So it's a new slate. This means do not bring July, August, September. All that energy was for that. To let it fall, to let it drop. Those disputes that you have with your friends, right? Look at it, reflect on it. Don't bring this to the new moon for yourself. All right? It's new for a reason. All right, let me see. Because I know I could be like, blah, 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 blah. So look at your patterns, right? I found out a pattern that I had this morning, which was I enjoy sharing new nutritional aspects with people, but then I also realized that it can be a little bit aggressive and obsessive. So figure those patterns out for yourself so that they can be released and you can bring in healthier patterns. That's what this new moon is about. And then really asking yourself if your heart is part of it in this relationship, in this career, in this job, right? Because your career and job could be two different things. So you're starting over, and then you're also allowing yourself to receive assistance. How are you letting other people help you out? With Venus being in Libra, all right? Mars is still in Scorpio. How are you letting yourself take those steps? Are you being kind to yourself on top of that? If you feel uncomfortable doing this, that may be a sign where you're getting somewhere. Because comfortability at times may leave us complacent. So we want to be able to allow ourselves to get uncomfortable. Don't get into pain now. You know. So if you're starting a gym routine, how can you comfortably do it? If you're exiting a relationship, how can these conversations be placed in a good space for exit? Do we need somebody to be there, right? Just in case it gets a little bit crazy. Again, it's going to be a challenge, but it's going to be one that can take you to unexpected places in the next 6 months. So again, it's not now. Okay. We have Neptune in Pisces. Neptune in Pisces is, if you hear my YouTube, you hear me express, because I just don't talk about this energy. I talk about what 2012 Neptune went into Pisces. So right now is in retrograde. So it's also in its last stages of exiting. And we're in a space of where is our spirituality at? Not our religion. Where is our spirituality at? How much are we trusting ourselves? Scorpio gives us that energy of our spiritual gifts. So no, you're not trying to be like anybody else when you're reading tarot for yourself, when you are guiding yourself through mystical ways. You are simply opening up and allowing yourself to receive these gifts because we all have it. Don't let nobody take you to that place. It's all about what is blocking you so that you can unblock it and let in. Remember those times that you've been in that win-win situation. How did you get there? What did you believe in? Who were you around? Who supported you during that time? This is what this is all about. All right. So you will get triggered. We're not saying you're not going to get triggered, but we also have this energy that's going to give us knowledge and wisdom. So if there's ever a time that you want to really get to know yourself, this is it. This is a time to get down deep into your subconscious mind, right? Start up slow, right? We ain't asking you to rush. Nonetheless, start. There was this post that said, today's day one, or it could be someday. Ooh, that was a post that was not me. Shout out to them. Who's supporting you at this current time? You can be experiencing a lot of past life energy. Scorpio brings if you do believe in a reincarnation, that past life energy, you could be encountering, especially those of you who do ancestral work, different aspects of yourself, and you're combining it all at the same time without you knowing, of course, right? Because we got our day-to-day activities, right? Exactly. So be kind to yourself, be kind to others, because the same energy that you're going through, so is your kids. Okay, so is your boss, by the way, just in case. And those of us who are out here guiding you spiritually, energetically, and even through astrology, where everyone is. So really be aware of that and take all the tools that you have already brought up to this current time. Because this also talks about tools that you already have. So this ain't nothing new. Yes, it is scary. I hear y'all. Grounding. Grounding is important. What does that mean? Whether if you want to sit on your own floor, whether if you want to walk outside, which is highly recommended to connect with nature, right? Really taking walks to think clearly, leaving your phone in your pocket. Please carry your phones, but leave it in your pocket and focus on you. What does it feel like to just be focused on you? Is it scary? Just you, just no other, no trying to fix no other person's life, none of that. If you got kids, that's what I mean. What does it look like to just, yes, we have our caretakers out there. I feel ya. Take 5 minutes, 10 minutes for yourself though. There are programs out there for caretakers. All right. Listen, I've been a social worker, uh, um, uh, geriatric social worker for the elderly population. Been a caretaker since I was 8 years old. So I know these are a lot of things that can make you feel like you're being a bit selfish when you want to take care of yourself and figure out what it is that you truly desire. But at the same time, when are you going to make space? Without you taking care of yourself first, how are you going to help other people? You know? I feel, yeah. Whoo! All right, y'all. Let me see what else I got here. So we have meaningful connections coming up. Clear up the trauma bonding, right? Leave that in the past. So a lot of people may still want to remember you as that person, right? Allow yourself to be seen as who you are at this current time, right? These are the things you desire. These are the only things you have time for, right? Maybe you don't have time to go out to eat anymore with people, but you got time for dessert. Maybe go out for dessert, you know? Let people know the truth. Or I don't want them in my business. Then that sounds like that's not a friend that you have to be having around you. We will have to face things. Saturn is holding space for us in Pisces. Where's your faith? You hold faith. Your faith can be held in other people, but where's the faith within yourself? All right. Again, many of us have accomplished even the most smallest things in life, and that can be an inspiration for us to move forward in another space. I mentioned before that um, if I listen to people in certain areas of my life and I would have never taken those steps, I wouldn't have met y'all, half of y'all at all. So, and that was based pure on faith and what my guidance was telling me. Oh, well, your background comes from the spiritual world. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that your girl wasn't running. That doesn't mean that I didn't experience uh, Earth on a hardcore basis. That doesn't mean any of that. I was a teen. I was in my 20s. I was wild. Okay. It wasn't until I was 27 that I was like, and they dragged me back in. I was like, no. But anyways, long story short, We have to start somewhere. Do it for yourself first. Let it be a passion. That does not mean release what you have now without a plan. Create a plan. Saturn and Pisces is giving us that plan, that foundation, taking your steps. All right. If you don't feel supported, call on your spirit guides. Oh, they're there. Who's that? The first voice you hear when you wake up. If it's negative Nancy and doubtful Dan, go on my YouTube and start the 30-day gratitude challenge or something. We out here changing subconscious mindsets, including mine, because I'm part of this game. All right. All right. What else we got? I don't want to have y'all feeling like it's going to be dreading, right? At the end of the day, like my friend shared, we have that willpower, but it's up to you if there's an area in your life that is dissatisfying at this current time. Instead of looking at it with disgust, instead of looking at it in the space of it making you feel stuck, allow yourself to open up and see how you can ask someone who's supportive for a brighter perspective, right? That also includes money. Most times it's all about how we see ourselves and how we value ourselves. And it can take a small conversation with anything or anybody, not anything, with anybody. You can meet somebody outside if you driving, the person at the window can give you the most inspirational well, when I say the person at the window, if you're going into these fast food restaurants or because that's what I'm seeing, or like the bank or whatever, for those of you who live where you drive cars, and for those of you who are in public transportation, you may meet somebody that gives you that inspiration, that puts you in that space. You may reconnect with somebody who you felt supported you in the past and always said, I'll be there to guide you. You don't have to do this by yourself. However, is your path. All right. Let me see. I just want to make sure, because then I'm gonna read the comments and stuff like that. I apologize, y'all, but y'all, for those of you who know, when I get intense with all of this, I go in. All right, and then watch out for your egos. So I'm taking care of myself. I'm putting my boundaries. Fuck you. Mars in Scorpio and Mars in Sagittarius, when that moves in on the 24th, it's really going to be giving us that energy, right? Channel. What does that channel that energy? What does it look like? What does it look like to put that into your projects as opposed to into somebody, right? Let's not get physical. Let's save that energy. All right. Again, reminding yourself that the next couple of full moons are going to be at the same degree, and that really just talking about yourself and your boundaries and how you're going to incorporate other people, showing up as yourself. All right. I love you so much. Yes. Um. All right. So y'all already know, for your natal chart readings or your transit readings, which are two different things. Um, Check me out on Buy Me a Coffee. I'm transitioning into different platforms and doing different things as well. So pay attention, follow up. I'm mainly on YouTube and TikTok. Like I said, I've done my share on IG. I do my best, but IG don't let me be great. So what I'm peleando con IG. However, I will show up with some 1 minute, 2 minute videos so you guys can get the gist of what's happening. Working on that. It's me and my spiritual team. So rock with me. I'll be doing the covers. I'll be doing the writing. All right. Sometimes I be it's because I love y'all though. But nonetheless, it's fun. It's a passion. Is what I love to do, and I'm one of those people that I do trial and improvement. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Trial and improvement. I ain't in competition with nobody. At the end of the day, I could get a 9 to 5 and make some bread because I got the certifications and everything for that. But we doing passionate things. We doing creative things. We checking out our skills. We seeing how we can use our talents and our skills to pour it into the community to be able to expand everyone else. Earth is moving into a different direction, babe. All right. I'm off this because then I'll probably start channeling and stuff. I love y'all. Thank y'all. This seems like it's working. Let's see. Yes, this live will be saved on both ends. We trying this out. It didn't exhaust me, so we good. Let's see how this goes. I gotta take a nap now though. Project in the building. I love y'all. Right, and then here and